The Bible isn't just a book of random stories. It's 66 different books that come together to tell one story. An incredible one about God's love for us. And now for an amazing story, inspired by the book of Mark, chapter 4, verses 35 to 41.
Everywhere Jesus went, large crowds followed. People longed to hear stories about God's kingdom, or just to see him do amazing things. Many were desperate for healing. Others were looking to discover wisdom for their broken lives. But Jesus never ignored the crowds. He always looked on them with compassion, sharing God's word and often making people whole again. I can walk. I can walk. But only 12 men, the disciples, traveled everywhere with Jesus. One evening, after speaking all day at the Sea of Galilee, Jesus climbed into a boat with those close friends. Peter likely took charge. James, John, get the sail up. Working on it.
Sure about this sail? Getting a little windy.
You want to row the entire way across the Sea of Galilee?
Yeah, okay, fine.
As dusk settled, the sun dipped below the hills, and the boat set out across the lake. At this rate, we'll reach the other side in no time.
I still don't like the look of those clouds.
Hey, Jesus, what's that story you told today about the mustard seed? I get that it grows big, but...
Shh, he's asleep.
What? Just look. He's catching 40 winks, extra Z's, some shut-eye. You'd think he could help us navigate or something.
Come on, James. I didn't see you teaching and healing all day.
As night set in, the wind whipped up in wild gusts.
Shouldn't we be able to see the shore by now?
I think the wind's beating us back. The rising waves hurtled the boat up high, only to dash it back down again. Lower the sail.
On it.
And don't you dare say, I told you so. Watch out, look at the wave.
Taking on water.
Desperate, the disciples tried to bail water out of the boat, but wave after wave crashed over their heads.
We're going down.
We're gonna die. We're trying, all right? Everyone's doing something, except Jesus. They all peered through the wild sprays of water toward the back of the boat, and sure enough, there was Jesus fast asleep on his cushion.
How's he sleeping in all of this?
The disciples crowded to the back of the boat, shaking Jesus awake.
Teacher,
save us. Don't you care if we drown? Jesus sat up, his feet deep in the briny water at the bottom of the boat. He didn't seem surprised at all by the wind and the waves.
Please, do something.
Jesus slowly rose to his feet, and he kept his balance easily on the rolling deck. And then he called out into the heart of the wild storm. Quiet, be still, impossibly, amazingly. And just like that, the wind died down and the waves stilled. And in moments, the boat was rocking gently on a completely calm sea. The disciples gaped at Jesus, their mouths wide open in shock. Why are you so afraid? Don't you have any faith at all yet? The men in the boat couldn't answer. Jesus had just silenced a storm so huge, it terrified even the most seasoned of fishermen. As Jesus settled back onto his bench, Peter gathered with James and John in the front of the boat. Who is this man? Yeah, even the wind and the waves obey him. John glanced back at Jesus once more, amazed. Even though his friends had acted out of fear instead of faith, Jesus had taken the time to still their fears and calm the storm.